Okay, then. I was not aware that Sigrid and Bird are currently listening to Tool. Okay, fair enough. Damn, that would. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna miss that stream. Fuck. Okay. Now that we are here, I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. So this is an impromptu stream. I have something that I need that I want to do later. So we're just gonna do this because this is just real quick. I've actually never played this game before. I do know how to play it. I saw Mint and Doki play this, and that was pretty funny. So I thought, why the fuck not, right? I've got a massive collection of Dojin. Maybe I know something. Maybe I don't. We'll see how cultured I am. Let's see. Boruto versus Konosuba. It's kind of unfair to put an entire franchise against a single character, but I'm going to go with Konosuba. Yeah, bodied, mogged, fighter. Okay, this one's hard. This one's hard. Uh, there's definitely an anime buff and a comic debuff. Let's try. I'm gonna go with Konosuba. Yeah, that comic debuff really hit him. Dead or alive? Okay, yeah. I'm gonna go with Spider-Man. A video game debuff. I take it. Or I'm gonna get bodied. Never mind. I actually never played Dead or Alive, to be perfectly honest. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm actually recording this. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Invincible versus Yorha Nines. I've actually never played Nier. Someone told me about Nier. I told him I thought it was a bit pretentious. Never played it. But I'm going to go with Invincible. Just barely. Okay. Okay, yeah. Shigo sweeps, I'm going to guess. She does not sweep. Okay. Fair enough. I did not see that one coming. I did not see that one coming. I know a bunch of people my generation where it's like this was their go-to cartoon girl crush. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, but it's fucking crazy. Genshin Impact versus Pokemon. I don't know much about Genshin Impact. I have yet to play the the Chinese game. Uh, I mean, I played a couple minutes of it. I've never actually played like any substantial amount of Genshin Impact. Just because I want to have faith in humanity, I'm gonna pick the human being and not the bird. My faith in mankind has been restored. I am again going to pick the human being and trust that humanity will not let me down here. Fucking ba- barely didn't let me down. I have not been keeping up with modern Pokemon. So I'm going to guess, since this is a newer one, I'm going to guess this one has had more time to accrue those types. Okay, that was a safer bet, because that's a Gen 1 Pokemon. Please be the human being. Zenless Zone Zero. Okay, I know Zenless Zone Zero has not been able to leverage the boobs and ass meta because of their bosses in the Chinese state. But they're still somehow figuring out metas with the feet bros. Not that obviously that doesn't work here, but we all saw that one trailer. Just just putting that out there. So I'm gonna go with Ellen Joe. Damn. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's disappointing. Okay, so Fate versus Edge Runners. Edge Runners is good, and there was a lot of people down bad for Rebecca. I too. Rebecca was best girl, completely uncontestable. I will hear no arguments to the contrary. But I don't imagine that there's a lot from this series on the Funny Green site. Uh, Fate is a bit harder because Fate began as an eroge, and eroges tend, which is eroges tend to have a bit of a debuff in these circles because it's already giving you something of that kind anyways. So it's like, why would you need to make more? So I don't know which. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with best girl. Aha! So it was the debuff. Okay. Uh, oh, okay, those League of Legends players are something else. I'm gonna have to. I have no idea who this is, but League of Legends. I'm gonna expect a sweep, even though I much like her design way more than her design. Yeah. I again. Okay. This one. Okay, so this one's kind of this one's a bit difficult. I'm actually not a big fan of Hell of the Boss. I've seen most of Hell of a Boss. I'm not the biggest fan of it. More tolerate it while I watch it with a friend. But then again, I'm not a big fan of League of Legends either. So which one do I go with? I know the Hell of a Boss crowd does attract some interesting people. Let's put it that way. But then again, so does League of Legends. Let's see. Uh, which one are people going to be more down bad for? I'm gonna think if the internet is the thing of which I'm trying to predict here, I'm gonna go with the League of Legends player character. Okay, just barely. I had to rattle my brain for that one. From dead or alive. Okay, well I got mogged last time, so let's see. I'm gonna go with Marie Rose. Damn. Okay, never mind. They like the imp. It seems the internet prefers the imp. Okay, let's see. What do we got here? Zenless Zone Zero. Of course. I saw the Kirsha Smasher pass for Pokemon. I saw what you said about the Hypno. Ah. And her assessment about that is honestly probably correct. But let's go with Zenless Zone Zero. Please don't let me down. They let me down. They let me down. Okay, this one we got a whole video game versus Bleach. Bleach was really fucking popular though. But then again, so was Devil May Cry. But my assumption, and I don't know if this is true, but my assumption is that you're probably going to have a debuff for a game relative to a popular anime. Oh, that's a significant debuff. Okay, so my assumption was correct. Okay, all of God of War, or is it just that one video? Okay, it just says video game, so I'm going to guess it's this one video game. In which case, I'm going to assume that Tenma Miami's lust for Kratos is not going to sweep the internet's lust for Bleach girls. Absolutely mogged. Orihime Supremacy. Metroid versus God of War. Well, I mean, finding out that Samus is a woman is a bit of a meme. Uh, was a bit of a meme at the time. I was like, what do you mean she was a woman? Uh, wait, there's a difficulty setting on here. I didn't even check that. I'm gonna have to see. I'm gonna change that for the next time I lose. See if I can go on the harder version. I'm gonna go with Metroid. Oh yeah, absolutely mogged. Zero Suit Samus did things to people. Doki Doki Literature Club from Monica versus Metroid. I'm gonna assume Metroid probably has a larger pool of down bads. Yeah, okay. Whole game versus one character. Another Pokemon. Of course. Okay. Let's see. Uh this one seems new. I no, I didn't. I played more than the first generation, but it's been a while, so I definitely know I've never seen this Pokemon before. So I'm going to take it that that actually means it's. Is this really new? Because a friend of mine did get me the other day to watch Markiplier's Smash or Pass Pokemon. And then I got him to watch the Kirsha Smasher Pass Pokemon. Very different videos, by the way. Both are just taking the piss out of the entire subject, but very different strategies of taking the piss out of it. So I'm going to guess Monica because this one looks really new. Okay, my assumption on that was correct. Squirrel Girl. Oh, Squirrel Girl from Marvel Rivals. This is a good design. I'm not gonna lie. This is a good design for Squirrel Girl. They did her justice in here. I mean, if you read some of the Squirrel Girl comics, they didn't always present her so how would you say well. There are definitely Squirrel Girl comics where it's like you didn't have to hit Squirrel Girl with the ugly stick. Why did you do this? But then there are Squirrel Girl comics where she's actually really cute. So it highly depends on which comic you're reading. But since this is specifically from Marvel Rivals, I'm gonna go with. I have a sneaking suspicion this one might have more than this one. There we go. Zoroark. I don't remember this one per se, but I also just could not. I could just not be remembering this. But something about it does seem vaguely familiar. I'm gonna hope Squirrel Girl. Okay, fair enough. Best streak streak 300. What the fuck do you mean best streak 300? What does that mean? I have not played this game to 300 rounds. Okay, let's change the difficulty to hard. Okay, that's a funny name. I need to play Ace Attorney. It seems Dick Gumshoe. That's what a fucking interesting title. Uh, yeah, I didn't think it was him. Just wanted to see. Okay, now let's actually start this one. Espresso Cookie from Cookie Run King. What the fuck is that? Okay. Versus Danganronpa. This is obviously a video game. Cookie Run Kingdom sounds like a woman phone game, to be perfectly honest. I could be wrong, but it sounds like a woman phone game, which doesn't tend to get as much art, if you will. So I'm going to guess the Danganronpa. Oh, I was right. Not even close. I hate to say this, but Pokemon fans. Yep. Okay, this is hard because the older a Pokemon is, obviously, the more time it's going to have to accrue art, and I don't know which gens these are from. This is actually difficult. This is putting me on the spot. Um, Man, this is hard. I genuinely don't know which one I would think the internet would make more of. Partly because this is not my particular interest, so I wouldn't fucking know. But I'm gonna guess maybe the more humanoid one. Okay, yeah, Miss Pauling. Team Fortress 2. That one was not. That was not a hard call to make. So Team Fortress 2 is like, okay, yeah, I know where this generally should. Never played Team Fortress 2, but I got some friends that are like won't shut up about the show about the game. I mean, if it's a good game, it's a good game. And one of the groups I'm in, one of my Vtuber groups I'm in, they play Team Fortress 2 pretty consistently. So I don't, but let's see, Xenoblade versus Team Fortress 2. I'm gonna guess the Xenoblade Chronicles are. Try this one. Oh, I got fucking mogged. Okay. Helltaker versus Dark Choco Cook. There's not even a picture here. I'm gonna go with Helltaker. Yeah, that one was pretty easy to figure out. Well, I mean, again, it is Pokemon, so I'm gonna guess this one. Yep, I saw that coming. Oh, you cunt! What? I don't know what gens these are. That would really fucking help if I could know that. We go with Mienfo. Nope. I keep accidentally hitting right click. Sekiro versus Kirito. Oh, definitely Kirito. This was such a fucking popular anime. There was no way it wasn't gonna get something. I'm gonna. Oh, so Kirito versus all of regular show. I'm gonna go with Kirito because it's got that anime buff. I was apparently very wrong. Sonia Nevermind from Danganronpa, which is versus Seth from Street Fighter. I'm gonna go with Sonia. Okay, yeah. Okay, we got a VTuber debuff here, but I think I would be shocked if Kiara has less than 700. Yeah, fair enough. One thing in her, oh my god. I'm gonna go with Kiara. Okay. Win 10 rounds on hard difficulty. Okay, fair enough. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Okay, the lesser of two evils. I'm gonna hope for the anime girl. Thank God. Okay, so we got Honkai Star Rail versus Danganronpa. That's a tough one because I'm not too familiar with any of the Genshin sister games, so I don't know much about Zenless Zone Zero except for the trailers. I don't know anything about Honkai Star Rail except for the occasional thing Emirichu sometimes says. Uh, but it does seem popular. There we go. Okay. Okay. That wasn't hard to figure out. I just take one look at the character and I'm like, okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm gonna guess Honkai Star Rail. Ah, my anime racism for anime has betrayed me. It was for once the Uniblob American game character. Okay, Gremling versus Jiraiya. That was not hard to figure out. That was again not that hard to figure out. Let's see, Fate, Grand Order versus Pokemon. Damn, I keep hoping, and I keep getting let down. It seems. I hate this with every fiber of my being. Oh my god. Uh, I know a lot of people were really into that female mouse or chipmunk. Was it a mouse or a chipmunk? I never actually watched Tailspin. I think they were. I think the Tailspin characters were in the more recent Ducktales cartoon too. I just don't remember if the Rescue Rangers were chipmunks or. No, I think the Rescue Rangers themselves, the two males were chipmunks, and then the female was a mouse. I'm not entirely sure. Uh oh, hey Road. I actually wasn't paying attention to the chat. I just saw you in here. Uh yeah, fair enough. Let's see. Uh, to be fair, with Kirito, he has like 6 women and probably a few guys he'd be drawn. Yeah, you're fair enough about that. You are correct about that. There's probably a large shipping culture about that. Okay. I'm gonna do this one, but then I'm also gonna try to see what constitutes easy because this was definitely more difficult than the other one. But I kind of want to see, since I did medium and hard, I kind of want to see what easy is. At some point, I'll do the r34dle, which is basically if there's fan fiction of a character on AO3. Uh, but I'm gonna guess because of that mouse tailspin. Yep, Shy Gal, Mario. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. Slippy Toad versus Shy Gal. Again, that was obvious. uh, who the fuck is this? But it's a League of Legends character, so I'm gonna guess there's a buff. Yep, well, it's Final Fantasy. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna assume this one. Oh, okay. No, never mind. I lost. Okay, let's see what easy is. Naruto the series versus Fairy Tail the series. Yeah, that wasn't too. Yeah, that was a pretty easy one to guess. It was again pretty okay. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. Ray Zero versus Attack on Titan. Ray Zero was pretty popular. Oh, but I was wrong about that. Okay, so this looks like it's all just going to be series, which is not fun for me. Let's take out the franchises and just do raw characters. Okay. What? Okay. That took me off guard. Gilgamesh versus Zenobia. This is Fate versus High School DxD. I don't. High School DxD was pop. Was that the etchy one I was thinking of? I've actually never read High School or watched High School DxD, so I'd never really got into this. But I do think this is one of the etchy manga. Attack on Titan versus High School DxD. Yeah, okay, I saw that one coming. That wasn't too hard to figure out in relation to that. Silver the Hedgehog versus Maracactus. Maractus. I'm gonna assume there's a Sonic buff given the internet. Concentrated autism. There we go. Lyn from Fire Emblem versus Silver the Hedgehog. Fire Emblem is quite popular, but its popularity in the West, at least, is not as old as the popularity for the Sonic stories. Uh, scared, but I understand why the slime won. Yeah, fair enough. It was like, yeah, I wish I didn't understand, but I do. To quote Mince Fantome, you guys are freaks, freaks, freaks and perverts. uh, okay, let's see. Oh, okay, never mind. There was okay. So the few Cookie Run Kingdom characters I have seen are actually really cute. I'll have to definitely look this up, but I do think that this is probably a woman phone game. So the fuck if I know, right? Uh, okay, let's see. I'm gonna guess that. Really, that's actually surprising. I would have assumed that the Fate character would have actually had a advantage here. Raken versus Jake. Yeah, that wasn't too hard. uh, let's see. Anytime you get like a character from a popular show that's a shapeshifter, you're gonna at least have 1,000 in there somewhere. That's just a theory I have. I'm willing to be disproven. but I'm also not willing to do the math, so someone else will have to bring that work up to me. And it's a Yumino Himiko from Danganronpa. Danganronpa is a popular anime, and from what little I can see, she's got a little cute. The internet has failed me. Zhongli versus Karlach. Well, I can't see. Okay, well, I was not. Oh my god. Fucking the Baldur's Gate was the what your boos mean nothing to me. I see what makes you cheer moment for me. One of them for me, where it's like, yeah, and, the bear scene is rather bothersome to me. Um, hopefully, thank God. uh, uh, that's okay. So this is interesting because I think the site that they are using, because there's more than one site. I mean, obviously, like Mint uses Danboru, and then there's like Rule 34, and there's like 4 different versions of this site. I don't know which one they're using, because they have different rules. Uh, and I know one of the rules and one of them is they definitely censor against uh, certain character types. So I'm gonna assume that this gives this character a debuff, but I don't know how strong that debuff is because there are definitely aged up ones of this. So man, this is hard. Why is Buttercup there? Because it's R34. If it exists, there is porn of it, and if there isn't, there soon will be. Uh, well, Road. I mean, the thing you're thinking of that is like horrifying you is definitely a part of that. But I think on this website, there's a rule against that kind of stuff. So that would basically mean that it would only be aged up art of this character on that site, or presumably on that site. So that gives this one a debuff from what the overall numbers should be. Although I'm pretty sure the rest of that's probably on all the fallen. Um, let's see. This is a hard one because I don't know how to do this math in my head. To be perfectly honest. Well, that's a bit too much. Let's see. League of Legends video game. Gonna go with League of Legends and okay. Let's see. Prime Arena versus Crimson Viper. I hate that I'm going with Pokemon, but I have a sneaking suspicion. My suspicion was confirmed. Okay, Dante from Devil May Cry. I'm gonna. That's hard. Because you're definitely gonna get more of a female character from any franchise. But Dante, Devil May Cry had a really fucking high popularity. Okay, there we go. My assessment was correct on this. King Yi from Zenless Zone Zero versus Dante from Devil May Cry. I think Devil May Cry may be a more popular game than Zenless Zone Zero. Okay, well, that assessment is correct. Let's see. I'm gonna hope against the Pokemon. Thank goodness. What the fucking tiny from Crash Bandicoot of all fucking things. Oh my god. Uh, I'm gonna give it to the Pokemon in this one. I have a sneaking suspicion. Really? I did not see that coming. Uh, ow. I'm just gonna be real here. There's a lot of people who had it bad for Ash's mom. It's actually kind of surprising that it's that low. Uh, Okay. Oh no. It was a bad. It was a bad picture for Tiger. Yeah, fair enough. um, let's see. I have not played Deltarune. I don't know anything about Deltarune. I know more about Undertale, but I've never played Undertale either. Although I'm told I probably should play it at some point. Uh, let's see. Damn, damn. People using their imagination on this one. I did not expect the chat to censor your comment, Road. I don't really see why that had to be censored, but I'm gonna allow. Oh my god. Morgana versus Kane. So this is two League of Legends characters. Huh. I don't know who any of these fuckers are, to be perfectly honest. I'm gonna guess Morgana. Okay. Topaz from Honkai Star Rare or Kane? Isn't Deltarune like really new? Yeah, I think Deltarune. Deltarune is definitely newer than Undertale, at least. I don't know how new it is per se, but uh, I mean the internet works fast. Let's see. Uh, Topaz versus Malevola Gib. I'm gonna be racist against the demon. All right, fair enough. Cotton. Oh my god. So a VTuber, massive debuff. The VTubers are popular, but as far as like on the R34 meta, they get a massive debuff in the system apparently. Uh, so I'm gonna guess, huh? This is not to offend Cottontail because I actually really like her design, but never mind. My lack of faith was not correct. It seems. Well, Road, you were vindicated. You were definitely vindicated on this. Mm. Okay, this one is difficult. This one is difficult. Uh, if I had to guess, although again, I'm pretty sure some of the content for this character is probably on all the Fallen. I'm gonna guess this one. Oh, not by much. Like even with the debuff, Cotton has the upper hand. Fair enough. Like again, oh ye of little faith to me, right? Let's see. Scourge the who the fuck is Scourge the Hedgehog? Okay, I'm gonna assume a Sonic buff. Just fucking barely. I'm gonna guess this is a Pokemon buff. Just fucking barely. Resident Evil. Piers Nevans. I don't know who the fuck this is. I don't know Brawl Stars. So go read. Yeah, fair enough. Uh, the Brawl Stars, I think, is like a 2D platformer game. I'm not entirely sure. I've never played Brawl Stars, so I know very little about it. Uh, it's this one's a hard one because when it's sub 1,000, it's up in the air. Son of a bitch. I should have gone with the Pokemon meta. El Primo versus Crom. Ah, that's a closer one than I thought. Marshadow versus Crom. Several bareleys in a row. Yeah, fair enough, right? Let's see. Let's go with. Okay. It's hard to tell with the Pokemon one though, because it's been so long. JoJo's. JoJo's is really fucking popular, but I don't know what the community is on this particular topic. Go with Dio Brando. Okay, well, you got the anime buff. Ninja Gaiden. Or Gaiden, actually. Damn. It's Andrea versus Roadhog. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Let's see. Roadhog versus Danganronpa. There we go. Let's see. Oh, this is really cute. I'm gonna have to look up these character designs again. These are all really. I mean, they're highly abstracted, but yeah, they have that little. They have a very cookie-esque aesthetic, and they're very cute. I'm actually kind of surprised considering the other ones. Oh, Persona, definitely. Really? Okay, that took me by surprise. The only thing I know from like the Persona franchise is not even Persona. It's actually like Shin Megami Tensei and fucking Devil Survivor. Which Devil Survivor does not like the anime is not like the game, but the anime is still pretty good. Like I thought, let's see, I thought the Overwatch buff had it, and it was yeah. Honestly, I was like, I'm pretty sure there's a buff on Overwatch, but I don't know if it's gonna carry it past this. I mean, look at the guy, right? It's Calamity, Fortnite. Oh my god. Versus Juno, Overwatch. There we go. We got an Overwatch buff. We Fit Tra- We Fit Trainer might be taking this one. Oh, just okay. Fair enough. All right. Ah, let's see. We have Kaito from Vocaloid versus Lovely Labyrinth of the Silver Castle. What in the fuck is this? They don't even it's just a card. They don't even have a picture for this. Are you kidding me? Well, that's a complete subversion of what I would have expected. I would expect that if there was a sizable portion of the population going for this one, then people would. Oh my god. Okay, fair enough. The Whisper the Wolf versus Audi Animal Crossing. I have no fucking clue who this is, but I'm gonna guess this is Sonic buff. Okay, that was a Sonic buff. Let's see. Versus Swampette. I hate because this is an older one. Oh wait, nope, never mind. Ah, let's see. Diana from League of Legends versus Steven Universe. I did not even have to think about that one. Let's see. Yeah, but Yu-Gi-Oh has a larger fan base than Vocaloids. You know what? That's a good point. That is a actually good point. Let's see. Steven Universe versus Zenobia from Fate. Again, I didn't have to think about that one. I knew that one from the. Well, we have fucking best. Oh my god. Yep. Uh, sad about the fucking dub, but great show by the way. Yeah, that was gonna clear. That was definitely not gonna be less than 1,000. Uh, Moon Hoshinova. I'm gonna guess there's a VTuber debuff here. Yep. Uh, yeah. Remember what you said earlier about like Kirito being able to be paired with a bunch, like 6 people? Well, the Steven Universe fan base has a whole ship culture in it. So like a lot of the Tumblr favorites, they had an issue with like they had a whole subgenre sub community of like their fan base, which was primarily focused on shipping. So and there's a lot of crack ships in Steven Universe. Uh, so there's that one. Let's see. Leap of faith, don't fail me. Son of a bitch. Ah. Oh, that's disappointing. Brawl Star that high. Okay, fair enough. Versus Sephiroth. I'm gonna think Final Fantasy carries. Okay, never mind. Sephiroth has met his match. Sophia Alexander, good character in that game, by the way. Soul Calibur 2, that was a good character. My favorite character in Soul Calibur to play with actually was no, was Talim, but this was definitely my second choice. Uh, hell yeah, fuck, One Piece, which means there's probably a buff. I should have gone with the Greek Queen. I mean, the Has Been Hotel and the fucking Hell of a Boss fan communities have got some thirsty ass people in their communities. And the higher the thirst, the more the art tends to be. The more art tends to be produced. So, look, man, Roll is adorable, but I'm gonna have to go with this one. I think this one might actually just have more. Yep, I have no fucking clue who this is. Yeah, fair enough. Let's see. Yumi, League of Legends versus Ethan. Huh. Interesting. I would not have guessed that. Uh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Well, that's going to be caught on the thing. Grace Howard versus Peter. Please. Oh, thank God. Captain Marvel from Marvel Rivals versus. I actually don't know. I have not been paying attention to Marvel Rivals, to be perfectly honest. I've always been a bit of a comic and cartoon purist, so the League buff was too great. Yeah, you're not wrong. Uh, yeah, it was Marvel Rivals, so there's that. Uh, Zele versus Captain Marvel. Anime buff? Okay, never mind. Well, there's One Piece versus who the fuck is Daddy Dear? Oh, Friday Night Funkin'. Okay, I've never actually played that game either. I hate that I have to guess this one. Yep. Oh, I already saw this one earlier, so I know this one sweeps. Uh oh. It's a pretty boy from Genshin. Yeah, I saw that coming. What the fuck was that? Okay. Give me one moment. I gotta check something on the other screen. Wait, hold on. What is this? Nikkei? Okay, I'm gonna go with Nikkei. I was wrong? Really? Huh. Damn it, Midas. uh, Fortnite, Raven team. Who the fuck is this? Versus Hoopa. Please. Thank God. Let's see. Exelagione. Or Gene. Or how the fuck do you say that? I have no fucking clue what generation this is. It can't be that new. I mean, it can't be that old, to be perfectly honest. Xenoblade Chronicles Sweep. Strawberry Crepe. Cookie Run Kingdom. Where the hell have I heard this? I think there was like a Storytime animator that I watch that talked about Cookie Kingdom or something like that. Yeah, Cookie Run Kingdom. I just can't remember specifically where it was I heard about this from. Oh yeah, the thing I was looking for, I forgot. Can I find it? Maybe not. Okay, go ahead. Let's see. Now back to here. Pyrrha versus. Okay, I'm gonna go with Pyrrha. Let's see. Definitely Genshin Impact. That's gonna carry. Versus Vector the Crocodile. There's probably a Sonic buff in here, but I'm gonna go with the human. Okay, so I actually was right in second guessing then. I'm gonna guess with League of Legends. Tekken 8. Oh, nope, never mind, I was wrong. I was wrong, it seems. Okay, let's see. This is the thing I was probably looking for. Cleopatra versus... This is the internet, after all. Yep. Let's see. Lei Fang versus Frofro. Dead or alive. Gonna give it to her. Thank goodness. Ana Amara, or Ana Amari from Overwatch versus Dead or Alive. These were both popular in the green funny community. So I'm gonna go with the Overwatch buff. The Overwatch buff carries. So, but the guards keep me with the clap of my ass cheeks keep as alerting the guards. Just because I hope it's true, because it would be so funny. It was not true. The funny didn't happen. Fuck it, helpmate. Fire Emblem, I think, is going to sweep. Yep. Well, that's a really cute design. We're going to have to look at Grusha. That's actually a really cute design. I think Resident Evil might carry this one, but I'm going to go with Pokemon for this one, too. Shit. Okay, I was right the first time. Alright. Gone Freeze versus Orisa. Or Ori. Is it supposed to be Orisha? Because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure this is a Yoruba name. Ah, interesting. Okay, I don't even know what the fuck I'm looking at here, to be perfectly honest. I see like a quadruped with like it's like a mechanical centaur. Is this like from Overwatch 1 or 2? I never really played Overwatch either. But I'm pretty sure again because of the green funny site, this characters are automatically gonna have a debuff because of the anti-Shota rule. I'm gonna just go with this one. Uh, the Overwatch debuff. I mean, the Overwatch buff carried there. This fucking name, Dick Gumshoe. Cheespin. I hate to say this, but I think Pokemon's gonna sweep. I hate to say this, but I think Pokemon's gonna sweep. Okay, last time I doubted League of Legends, I got bodied, so I don't see the appeal, but I'm gonna guess League of Legends has a buff. Damn, that's another cute character design. Instinct was right on that one. Ningguang. This is Genshin Impact after all. Damn. Alright, fair enough. Well, that'll be it for today's stream. I just needed to stream something because I didn't get to stream yesterday. Uh, but and I do have something I want to do after this. So, and it's about time for that to happen. So, thank you for spending time with me. Let me see who's on. Is Kitty sign on? Because that'd be a great person to stream to raid. Actually, let's see. I saw you in Kitty streams, in Kitty signs chat yesterday. It was actually quite nice to see you there. I was like, oh shit, I didn't expect to see you, Rod. Let's see. If I can figure out where the fuck. Here it is. I'm still new to the rating people thing. Ah! Okay, let's see. Who is actually on? Those are people I'm actually following. Let's see. Oh, wait. Vera channel. Is this who I think it is? Uh,
Carry on.
okay, that's not who I thought it was. I'm following a lot more people than it's possible to actually keep up with. So bear with me for just a moment while I figure out who to raid. Oh yeah, I was taking the piss out of her on Twitter earlier. That'd be funny. Let's see. Sally Red Snoozy, Maria Grace VT. She's a sweet one. Let's see. Hidden Tome. Gin Radomir is currently live. Okay, let's see. Who else is here? I actually quite like talking again. There's no fucking way that I can actually raid Sigrid and Bird. Fair fucking enough. I remember like a year or two ago, I used to fucking uh, right. Is you followed her when yeah, you followed her when I talked when I saw me talk to her on Voop chat. Yeah, she was a delightful person to talk to. To be perfectly honest, I quite enjoyed her talking to her. Okay, let's see. Why the hell am I using this all? Okay, here. Let's see. Sorry, again, I'm following a lot of people. Palmetto, Palmetto Master. Let's see. I haven't seen her in a while. Let's see. I hate that name so much. Uh, oh shit. Chelsea the Destroyer is currently on. Fix the redeems. God damn it, Chocojax. Huh. I didn't know I could raid her either. That's actually a good thing to know. No fucking way. It would actually let me raid Iron Mouse. I'm actually starting to realize how many people actually have raids open. Okay. because a couple of the people I follow have raids off, and I'm not entirely sure at all times who the hell has actually got them open. Mint Costello's a bit of a sweetheart. I'm gonna do Sigrid and Bird, okay? So, because I quite enjoy Sigrid and Bird, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out for the people. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I already said Sigrid and Bird. I'm gonna commit to the bit. All right.